We've all had our fair share of virtual concerts and live streams throughout the past year, but sometimes a live stream just doesn't cut it. Our next guest is bringing the concert experience to you, beaming holograms of all of your favorite artists, and joining us now is David Nussbaum, who's the founder and CEO of Portal. David, great to have you here with us today. You actually have one of the portals behind you, I believe. Can you explain to us how it works?
Sure. Well, the Portal is really the world's first and still only completely self-contained holoportation machine. It's about the size of a snack machine, and I could beam anybody from wherever they are to wherever they need to be in real time.
And so when it comes to holograms in the music industry, we often think of bringing dead artists back to life. Tupac, Whitney Houston, what are some of the problems with that?
Well, you know, Tupac, Whitney Houston, as amazing as they were when they were alive, they became pretty incredible holograms themselves. But the problem with that is they didn't actually endorse that. You know, it was an estate decision that made the ultimate decision to put their icon on stage as a hologram. So some people think that's macabre or morbid to digitally resurrect our late legends to posthumously perform. I think, why not film our living legends while they're still alive and well enough to perform? Let's put them on hologram hard drive so that when the time comes for them to stop their touring days for one reason or another, they can then press the go button on the hologram machine and play them, and the fans will support that because it's really them. It's not some digital resurrection of CGI and body doubles.
So how are you working with artists now? What are the questions that they're asking with regard to creating holographic performances, and who are some of the artists that you're working with?
So we're working with the living legends that want to continue their legacy long after they pass and long after their touring days are over. It is a tremendous revenue stream for future generations. So on the artist side, of course, it makes a lot of financial sense. But furthermore, it is a way to continue their legacy. This is so that fans and children of fans and future generations can watch these amazing icons perform right in front of them like they're really watching it live. It's a great interactive experience. It's an emotional experience. And we're already used to listening to records and watching documentaries and watching music videos. Why not watch them on hologram?
Sure. Okay, so I gotta ask this naturally, because one of the best concerts that I've ever seen was Earth, Wind & Fire. They were jamming out at age 60 plus, and I think about the holograms, at least the ones that we've seen so far, when it comes to doing this successfully with a group such as an Earth, Wind & Fire or a Chicago or any of the groups that we've seen. Say you want to bring back and put all the pieces of Destiny's Child back together even, in a special hologram event. How would that go about being done?
Certainly. By the way, these are great questions. So if things don't work out over at Cheddar, you've got a job here at Portal because, I mean, this is incredible. So yes, you could film artists. You can have Destiny's Child perform with Whitney Houston if you really wanted. You can bring the late back with the living, and you can have them, synchronize and perform together. You can have Lady Gaga perform with Liberace. I mean, there are mashups that can span space and time that never could have existed before. So I mean, there are a tremendous number of ways to do it. There are different types of hologram techniques and technologies to put entire bands on stage, either from where they are, or they could be pre-recorded and then just hit the go button and they could materialize Star Trek style right in front of their fans. But the beaming of an entire band from one place, and you could beam them into all continents, or you could beam them into 100 cities at the exact time that they could interact with all of their global audiences.
Okay, and so for the vision here, hologram jukeboxes in bars, restaurants, more than that, what kind of potential does it bring to these businesses?
Yeah, I mean, look, with entertainment specifically for the businesses, massive foot traffic. I mean, when a hologram shows up somewhere, so do massive audiences and their social media platforms. When a hologram appears, all I see are iPhones, and they're streaming live on Instagram or on TikTok, or they're creating YouTube videos. So the traffic that these bars are going to get is just remarkable. But for the artists themselves, it's a way for them to perform either live or pre-recorded in places that they may not perform. Maybe you're showing the mini right now. These are the tabletop units. Yeah. So outside of the bars, we're bringing artists right into the home. Imagine sitting at your coffee table with your family, and before you were talking about Eminem before, and Taylor Swift. Imagine before they release their album. Imagine the first time you see them is when they materialize on your coffee table and they perform their hit single.
David, we got to go, but we have to check back in the future to see how things are going and who the artist is that you're featuring next. David Nussbaum, who is the founder and CEO of Portal, joining us today.